some of that.
Cue the montage.
Cue the montage. Don't have one. We're not there yet. What is happening, guys? So, we got the motor back. So, off camera, we yanked the motor out. We're about to shove this thing back in. I gotta fully assemble it. I ended up finding a problem with this deal. I had messed up when I installed the pistons and the rods, and I got a couple of the rods backwards on the piston assembly. Either way, that was putting the crank into a bind, and that was enough that the motor was dragging so much that it actually couldn't get going. So either way, the machine shop just had to polish the crank, put a couple new bearings in it on the rods, and we're back up and running. So I'm gonna put this thing in off camera and we'll fire it up. All right, guys, so we got a little progress. I've been crunching a few hours here and there after we got this motor picked up, and I've just about got it done. Same process as last time. I didn't want to show that to you because it's the same thing over and over and over again, and I know that probably everybody's tired of the content with this engine, so hopefully this is going to be our last little bit with actually putting the motor in here so we can actually make some progress on the other stuff that we have to do. Anyway, like last time, engine's back in, so I've got some buttoning up left to do, radiator hoses, whatnot, starter, oil cooler, converter, crossover pipe, down pipe, and we're ready to go after that. So either way, inlet for the turbo piping. So either way, that's an update, guys. So thanks for watching this episode, and if you got a minute, like, comment, subscribe, and here in a second, y'all are going to see this thing fire up. All right, everybody, so things buttoned up, ready to go. I loaded up the old tune that I didn't jack with, trying to get to start with last time, and hopefully we're going to do first fire up, and it's ready to go, and it just lights right off. But no, my luck with this deal, as y'all have seen, it's probably not going to do that. So let's try it. So anyway, I think I found our issue while that first attempt didn't work. I think I had the pressure and return side of the fuel system backwards. The fuel pressure gauge was reading 0, so I think I flipped those lines around, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work now. So. Yeah, sounds better. Yep, we got fuel pressure. Get you some of that. Bike is about maybe a quart low, might be 2 quarts low, so we're going to try that for a minute. We're going to get this thing up to operating temperature, so about 205, and then we'll shut it off and we'll completely let the engine cool, and then we'll do that maybe two more times, so 3 times in total. That'll get those rings seated in nice, and then we can go for a drive with this deal. So don't worry about all the smoke. That's just oils and that sort of stuff burning off this. It's just going to burn off all the residual oils and stuff from, you know, all the taking it apart and putting it back together so many times. New day, new dog, guys. So, woke up this morning. We're going to do some coolant in this deal, and then we're going to do the second heat cycle on it. So, gonna go do a 50-50 mixture. What the heck, might as well go ahead and do coolant. First startup was such a success, and the first heat cycle was such a success. I tell y'all what, I am so excited about this actually firing up with no problem so far that all I can think about is driving this thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire this up, get the coolant circulating through the engine, and top it off. Hopefully we're good on that. Get this last heat cycle done. All right, guys, so we're in the truck, and I've done all the fluid checks on it, antifreeze, that sort of stuff, and we're about to take our first drive in this deal. So I literally haven't moved it further than in and out of the garage, so like 10-15 feet. And either way, so it's done 3 heat cycles now, so all the way up to operating temperature, and then let it set for 24 hours. I did that 3 times. That's just something I like to do to get all the metal where it's happy. So, you know, heat expands metal, and either way, you're working with a bunch of different types of metals and stuff, you know, aluminum and steel and head gaskets and head bolts and all sorts of stuff like that. So I always like to just heat cycle them a few times before I go driving with them. That way, anything that's possibly not happy with where it's at can relax if it's going to, you know. I don't know if it's an actual thing or not. It's just something in my brain that makes me feel better about my builds. So either way, I'm gonna get this camera set up where we can go do a first drive. Too low. So I do have a belt turbine, so I don't know, maybe it's a pulley or something like that. That's never been a thing before, so I don't know if maybe we got some oil or something on something, so we'll give it a little bit of time, and if not, maybe we'll hit it with a little bit of a old PV blaster. This truck does need alignment real bad. I put Viking coilovers on it all the way around. It's got custom long travel on the front, if you want to call it that. It's about 1 inch from being so-called long travel. So the front end separation on this truck's right at 5.25 inches. And according to Viking, they consider anything over 6 inches long travel. So in order to do that, we had to build all kinds of custom mounts up for the upper coilover mounts, the lower coilover mounts, and the control arms. And we ended up having to find about 2.5 inches of room for the mounting points. So it's similar to like a Nicky Bobby setup. That's kind of where I got the idea after we talked with Viking Performance. Either way, so it's got double adjustable Viking Warriors on it, I believe is what's on there. Right now it looks like we're right at 195 degrees coolant temperature. Oil pressure is 53 psi. Fuel pressure is right at 40. I'm not going to beat on this thing. I've got this tank of fuel that's in here, has been in here since April. So I really don't trust it for being very good. So we're going to baby this thing until we get the fuel burned up, and then we'll put a new fresh tank of 91 in it. And then we'll hook the computer up, data log what the Holly's doing. And make sure that the tune's still good with this new combo. This motor does make more compression. It's got better valve train in it, so I just want to make sure we're good before we pressures are not hitting as hard as they were with the stock converter in it. So. Huh?
You making a video?
Yeah, I'm in right now. So.
You getting your pad done?
No, we're gonna finish that up Sunday.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay. So I guess you got it running. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't make it break down.
Well, that's first drive.
Is it?
This is the very first
Break down
drive.
for real then.
I know, right?
Seriously.
Yeah. If it breaks down, I got a phone.
All right.
See ya.
Stay safe.
This truck was tuned by me, solely by me, and I had to learn all the Holley stuff, and you know, that's been a real simple program to learn. It did take some time to figure it out, but once I figured it out, man, it was really simple. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell just by hearing the engine that the converter is way looser in this deal. So hopefully that means this thing's even wilder than it was before. This is the highest horsepower car I've been in. I did have a nitrous GTO, like an 04 GTO with a cam package and nitrous. That car had 1070s, and you know, it was about 545, 550 horsepower. And anyway, this is way faster now, which everybody knows nitrous and turbo powers. This feels different. So far, so good, other than the little hiccup coming out of the driveway, which, you know, like I said, the tuning's probably not optimized. I probably need to work on the cold start a little bit, and it would probably help that. It's probably running a little rich. Woo! Man. I have to figure out what is rattling though. That is obnoxious. Oh man, it's nice to have boost noises in my life again. I'm gonna have to give this thing a major bath now that we got it up and going now. So, she's been sitting since April. She is dirty. Hey, let's call that success. Yep, we got it going, y'all. So it was a lot of work to get here, but we're here and I'm happy. So thanks you guys for watching. Do appreciate it. And we're out.